What's going on, everyone? Welcome to day 3 of the 7-day automated campaign building series, where we go ahead and build a sales system and a campaign live, and we do it using Spin the Wheel. In case this is your first time watching, my name is Saad, and I've scaled my sales system agency to $85,000 a month using automated lead generation systems that I built in Make.com. And since I started this channel, many people have acquired their first sales system customer in a matter of weeks. So the reason I'm doing this series is to remove that gatekeeping mindset in the lead gen space and educate as many people as possible on how to use AI and automations for real-world applications such as making money. So if you stick with me by the end of the series, you'll have the tools and knowledge to build out these sales systems for yourself or for your clients. So if that's something you guys want to do yourself, stay tuned and let's get into it. Okay, everyone, so new day, new campaign. So let's just go ahead and spin the wheel. All right, let's see what we have today for the menu. So it's what? Software as a service, SaaS. I kind of like predicted this. Okay, guys, so we're going to target software as a service, but this is kind of like a broad niche, but we're going to go ahead and niche down a little bit, shall we? So I'm going to close this and I'm going to go to docs.new. And then, so software as a service, right? Okay, so target is going to be SaaS. Okay, now SaaS, which industry in SaaS? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my Apollo account. So Apollo is where we're going to get leads. Okay, I'm going to go to Apollo. And then let's choose an industry. I'm going to choose a B2B industry that's going to be highly scalable for us, just because I want to explain to you guys why and basically how to niche down when you encounter like such as these niches, such as like a big broad niche, such as software as a service, right? So I'm going to remove all of these filters. And then I want to click on this email status. So the first thing you want to do, guys, when you want to filter anything in Apollo, first thing, just click on verified, just to make sure you filter out all the bullshit emails that you don't want to deal with it. Okay, now that we have this, what I'm going to do, by the way, have you guys checked the AI filters? It's crazy, actually. Like everyone is trying to build a platform like Clay. So what I'm going to do is I will go for, okay, so now that I have the email status is safe to send, I'm going to go to industries. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for, not keywords, industries, information technology and services. So 13 million. And I'm also going to look for, okay, so I'm just going to keep it in information and technology services. And then I'm going to go to employees. Actually, before employees, third thing is I always do job titles. So I click on email status, I click on verified. The second thing, I choose the industry. Now I look for job title. This is my kind of like how I do it all the time. So founder, I'm going to look for founder. And then, okay, so founder, I'm going to look for CEO again, because I want to talk to CEOs. And I like to always, when I target IT companies, just because I loved IT companies and I'm kind of a nerd, like I always like to speak to founders, just because I'm a founder myself, right? And I understand how founders approach their daily life and how they like to receive their emails, right? It's a specific tone. So I'm going to look for co-founder again. Co-founder. Okay, so I'm at 288K. One hack for you guys. If you find yourself not finding leads on Apollo, just trust me and put in director. Okay. Now 800K. And then put president, okay? Just trust me and do it, okay? You're going to get loads of leads. I think we're going to have 1 million now. Let me see. Huh. So 800 president and CEO. Oh yeah, 1 million. So there you go. Like 1 million leads that are verified. Well, supposedly verified. So second thing, now I have 1 million leads. It's sprucing up your records. Okay, this is a interesting word. And then we're gonna go to employees. And then what I'm trying to do is, well, it looks like is Apollo's lagging. And it's trying to fetch all the leads. Keep in mind, it's a 1 million leads. I want to look for companies 21 to 50 and 11 to 50. That's it. I don't want to deal with 1 to 10. And then now I have how many leads? I think I'm going to have like 180K. And then once this is fetching and updating, I'm going to look for, I want to look for revenue. I don't want to deal with companies less than 100, like 300K per year. I don't want you guys to deal with any company less than 300K. So always make sure you do this because it's just going to waste your time. So I'm going to put in 0.3 minimum. And then before I do this, I want to look for companies hiring for sales first. And then I want to look for sales representative. So it looks like Apollo is lagging for some reason. Let me refresh this. It's not my internet. It's Apollo. Okay, so sales representative. And then another job posting that I want is BDR, sales director. And I also want, so what is a BDR? It's like a business development representative. Yeah. Development representative. Location, I'm going to put United States. And then I'm going to go to industry. And since I'm looking for IT, I'm going to look also for computer software. I want to target these people too because it's the same. I'm also going to target computer and network security. This is a huge niche, guys. I've worked with a lot of companies in this computer and network security. I have a shit ton of money. And their average deal is like 15K. At least. And computer games also. They also have a lot of money. I'm also going to go for computer, networking, computer and network security. It's already there. Okay, internet. Okay. And then, so founder, CEO. Okay, I want to also look for managing partners. I also want to look for marketing manager. I also want to look for owner. So these are all decision makers that I want to talk to. I also want to look for director of marketing. Okay. What do I want again? So 11 to 20. Maybe I should up this. Okay, so only these people. So these looks like there are not a lot of like companies hiring. Just keep in mind, guys, like not all the time companies are going to be hiring for that exact role, right? And because we are having a revenue which is 300K, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna add in a couple more job titles. So marketing specialists. Yeah, marketing specialists too. Forgot. Marketing specialists. And we also need a marketing manager. Oh yeah, marketing manager. Oh yeah. I also want I'm just gonna put in marketing. Yeah, good. I also want lead. So 900 leads. And then what I'm going to do is I also will look for companies in the IT space too, which is going to be computer hardware. Yes. Computer and network security, computer hardware, and computer networking. Okay. And then what do I need again? What do we need to do? So location United States, employees. I'm just gonna use let's see if there's any more. 51 to okay, so 51 to 100. That is good. That is good. I have 2.9k. Now what I can do is basically now up the revenue. And then I'm just gonna use 1 million. I want 1 million. I want to have like a huge deal with these guys. Like I don't want to deal with brokies. And I would recommend you guys don't deal with brokies at all. Companies that are brokies. So why is not letting me? Okay, so 1 mil. Okay, that's pretty good. So at 2.9k. So now what I'm gonna do? Well, this is Fachin. I'm gonna go to Apify. And then I'm going to go to get started. And then I'm going to sign up and I'm going to show you guys how to sign up. So go to, so it's already here. Okay, so it's outreach at. And okay, the bullshit CAPTCHA. And then this one. Create a new account. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my email. I'm going to go and it's already logged in. Yeah, awesome. So I'm going to verify my email address. Oh, we need a phone number. Okay. So I'm just going to pause. Okay. Awesome. Outreach King. Yes. Continue. And then I'm going to look for Apollo. The one I'm going to be using is Curious Coder, my friend. And then let's check this. So it's already at 2.9k, which is good. And then now I can. So I can click on 1 million. And what I'm going to do is I will basically, what you guys should do is, first of all, this is 2.8k. You can scrape 2.8k, right? But I would recommend is 2.5k, but it's fine. So you would basically copy this, go back here, paste that in here. You go to wait for email verification, get emails, and then total numbers of records, remove this and keep it empty, right? And then what you should be doing, again, is you should click on edit configuration and it's going to be residential. And then what I'm going to do is instead of scraping 2.9k, I'm just going to scrape 200 to show you guys the data, how it's going to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete a few leads here, right? So I'm just going to remove this. And then let me check this. So it's 858 leads. I don't want to scrape more than like 400 just because this video is going to be like 3 hours. Okay, so 119. Okay, that's pretty good. Actually, no. I'm going to go to 21 to 50. So I can get 700. Okay, 700 is pretty good. I'm going to copy this. Paste that in here. And then for the cookies, here's what you should do, guys. You will go to edit this cookie, copy and paste that in here, and click on start. And you're going to rent the actor for 1 day. And then you're going to click on run options and it's going to be no timeout. Click save and start. Okay. Now it's running here. So let's just wait for the scraper to finish. And I'm going to pause until this finishes. Okay, we are almost done. We are at 647 results. So as you guys can see, this scraper is really good. Like it's basically getting all the data that we want, right? So whilst this is basically scraping, we're going to go to make. And then the system we're going to build is going to be a drag and drop lead list, right? And the way we're going to do it, guys, is we're going to go and I'm going to go to create new scenario and make. And the first module that we're going to need is going to be a Google Drive module, right? So I'm going to look for Google Drive. And it's going to be watch files in a folder, right? So I'm going to create a new connection, which is going to be day 3. And then I'm going to go to sign in. And I'm going to sign in with my email account, which is this one right here. I think I've showed my email 1,000,001 time in this channel. Click continue. Click continue, allow, make bullshit. And then once we do that, now we've set up your connection. So it's called day 3, watch file by created time. I'm going to choose a drive, which is my drive. And then what I'm going to do is basically I'm going to go to my drive. And then I'm going to go to my drive again, create a new drive. And I'm just going to name this folder lead. I'm just going to name this SaaS leads. Create this. I'm going to go back. And then the folder that I want to be watched is going to be SaaS leads. And then limits, I'm just going to always put 1. If I click on save and click from now on, nothing is going to happen, right, guys? Because if I run this once, nothing, because we haven't added anything. Now, once this is finished, so it's 700. Okay, so let's just abort this. I don't want to wait more. So I have all of this lead list here. I can export this, right? So what I would recommend you guys always export. Click on CSV. Export first name, obviously, last name. Export email, organization name, title, headline. And also make sure you get, I don't want name. Or actually, should we get name? No, we don't need it. I will get state. I will also get, what I always get is basically going to be city. And that's, present role address, which is the lead's address. Account, that's all you want to get. I'm going to click on CSV and click on download. And then SaaS lists, right? So now that I have this list, let me show you guys something. I'm going to click on my folder. And all I have to do is just click on this button right here, the lead list, and drag and drop it. Once I drag and drop that lead list, right, the flow is going to run automatically. It's going to enrich the leads, perform personalization, do everything, and add it to my Instantly campaign. Now, if I click on run once, there you go, guys. I can basically retrieve the file ID, which is a CSV. Now, what you should be doing, right, is you go to click on this plus button, look for Google Sheets. Now, Google Sheets, look for search rows. Make sure you map in your correct connection. Spreadsheet ID is always going to be the spreadsheet ID, which is, if you click on map, spreadsheet ID is going to be file ID. Sheet name, I think it's going to be, let me check. Let me open with Sheets. Move this. I think it's SaaS lists. Okay. So what I'm going to do, click on sheet name is name. And then for the limits, I'm just going to put 1 because if you leave that empty, you're going to retrieve all that leads. So there you go. If I go back, so I have everything here. Awesome. So if I go and I show you guys the lead list, which is this one, There we have the first name, last name, basically all the data that we want. First name, last name, organization name, present role address. So let me fake this. First name. Always make sure you guys clean up your data. Last name, email, organization name, which is company name. Title, let's fix this. Title. And title headline will be summary. States. And then city. And then lead address. And I believe, okay, we have the email. Okay. So let's just fix this. We have all these lead lists here. Now, let's just run this once. I think we can't have access to it. Yeah, we don't have access to it because this module is going to run at regular intervals every 15 minutes and it's going to check for the folder if we added a new lead, right? So the main idea is every time someone in our team or us, we can just go ahead and drop in that lead list, right? And that's it. Everything is going to work and we can just add leads every single time, right? So this works really good when you have a validated offer and you have already some responses and you just add leads. You just go ahead, Apollo scrape and put this every day, you just put leads. And this is how I've managed to scale. Like I had a VA at the end that just adds in leads every day, right? Multiple VAs. They would add leads every single day because I had a validated offer. So now what I will do, since I need to like drag and drop another lead list or like remove this lead list and add it again, I'm just going to hard code this spreadsheet ID by clicking on either you hard code it using this. Let's just do it. So I'm just going to hard code this. I believe this is, yeah, okay. Because my monitor is way far from way far from me. So in terms of sheet name, it's going to be SaaS list, right? I believe. If I click on save, and let's just run this. Okay, so I have it. Now, what I will do is I'm going to go and before I do anything else, I want to validate my emails by making a request to my mails.so. Go to API. And then I'm going to go and copy this URL, go back, paste that in here. And the email will be the person's email, which is email. And then I'm going to click on parse response. I'm going to go to headers. The header is this one. Copy, paste, go back. And this is the API key. Copy, paste this here and click save. So I'm just going to name this validate email. Watch leads, get leads, and then I'm going to add in a JSON parser, parse JSON, and the JSON string is going to be data. Click save, and I'm going to name this structure data. All right. And I'm going to unlink this. And then I'm going to start from here and click on run once, click run anyway. Going to validate the email. And then there's a mistake here. 200. Huh. What's wrong with this? Status code 200, data. It's weird. So email, API key. It's kind of weird. I've never had this before. Run once again. For one, parse JSON. So looks like, oh yeah, I know why. Because I parsed the JSON. Yeah, I parsed the JSON. Now I don't need to add a JSON parser. Forgot this. So now what I'm going to do is basically if I have the email as valid, now what I want to do is I want to clean up company names just because let's look at these company names. So shipper HQ. So I want shipper. So I'm going to click on create completion. I'm going to use OpenAI And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy a prompt from the 7-figure prompts. Copy. Model is going to be GPT-4o. And then what I'm going to do is I will also add in a couple examples. Click on add message, role, user, normalize the company name, which is going to be company name, person's headline, which is summary. No, actually, domain. So we need to add in the domain name, which is split based on an at, and then get the second one. And then headline will be summary. And then I think, yeah, we need to add the last message by user. And then it's going to be company name. And then let's just read through this. So shipper, awesome, pretty good. So condition, data, reason, equal to deliverable, only if the email is valid. Only if email valid. Click save. Now, company name cleanup. Save this. And then what I'm going to do now, since I have the validated email, the cleaned up email, and the validated email and the cleaned up company name, I can essentially now basically write a perfect email. So this is where the juice is. So if you guys followed along, you would know that we're targeting founders. And these founders, especially SaaS, they're more outgoing. They like a conversational tone. They like more of a casual tone. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to use a casual tone. And then I'm going to put 360. And then if you guys noticed, we targeted like companies that are already at $1 million a year. So we're going to position ourselves as a growth partner like always. So in terms of text, I'm just going to delete this. And then I think we're going to have to get their case study. Yeah. First of all, we're going to scrape their website. Or should we not? I'm not really sure. Oh yeah. So we don't need to scrape their website just because this email that we're going to send them is highly relevant and timely. Because if you guys noticed again, if we go back, we are looking for companies hiring for SDR sales roles. So looks like Apple again is lagging. So we're just going to wait for this. So what we're going to do, so instead of actually getting this, we're just going to have a highly personalized email that is already personalized. And I'm going to show you guys how to do it. So I'm going to click on this plus button right here. It's going to be set variable. And then since we're targeting SaaS in our messaging, I'm going to include like a few personalization hints, just how, by the way, I'm going to write the email. So dream email. I'm going to name this dream email. And then I'm going to say, hey, first name. Okay, so I just did a little bit of copyright and just go and refine this. I usually say something like, happy to see that hypothetical company. So happy to see that company name looks a bit different from all. So industry that we're going for is SaaS out there. I'm Saad reaching out about a potential partnership. So I'm like, do you guys notice the lingo that I'm using? Like a partnership, because usually when we reach out to companies that are doing more than 1 million a year, they like partnership. They like long-term deals. They don't like to come in and just basically come in as a normal like service provider. You want to always use words as growth, partnership, growth partner. We are your friend, especially founders now. So potential partnership between always start with their first company name. So company and then my company, my process. So don't say I'm reaching out because of a potential partnership between my process and your company. So start with their company. It's just a psychological thing that you could leverage. So in short, we'd collaborate with you to define your ideal customer ICP and then create omni-channel automated sales systems to effectively get your ideal customers interested in your services. So as you guys can see, this is what I mean by a clear value proposition, right? And why I'm using it. I'm giving them a little bit more information just because one, founders are busy, and two, these like SaaS companies are tech savvy. So basically, understand automation. They understand how to leverage AI and all of that. So you can like drop a little hints. If I was reaching to financial service, I wouldn't use this tone. Right? I would be more direct. I wouldn't explain. So there you go, guys. Oops. So there you go, guys. So now you would understand kind of like my thought process when I do this. I hope you found value. So these are some secrets that when tone analysis and email messaging that these lead gen guys in this space try to hide from you. And this is bullshit. Like everyone should know this. So this is based on our experience scaling 3 separate companies, Vention, Omnix, AI. And these are all companies I worked with to 7 figures through outbound. And then I'm going to say, I'd love to show you how our systems work. Would it be worth 15 minutes of your time? And instead, I'm not going to say 15 minutes. So founders are like I said, a little bit conversational. I would say 9 minutes. This is an odd number. 9 minutes, or let's just do 8 minutes. 8 minutes of your time is a number of money. 8 minutes of your time this week. And if you guys aren't noticed, I'm pushy here. I'm not saying, hey, would you be interested in more information just because it's a founder? And I'm reaching out to SaaS. And also, there's a lot of filters, right? There's a lot of filters that they make $1 million over and they are hiring for sales. So what I'm going to do is, hey, company, hey, first name. Happy to see that company name is a bit different from all different SaaS companies out there. And then noticed that your hiring for sales looks like you're planning to use outbound to gain early ROI/traction. I like to say this. And I'm going to say, also happy to see that company name. It looks a bit different from all the SaaS companies out there. Refreshing. And I'm going to add in another emoji. Should we add an emoji? No, we don't need to. So I'm going to, there you go. I'm Saad reaching out about a potential partnership, blah, blah, blah. I'd love to show you how our systems work. Would it be worth 8 minutes of your time this week? So I'd love to show you how our systems work. Would it be worth 8 minutes of your time this week? Thanks, Saad, founder, Mile Process. And then I'm going to add in send from iPhone. Click save. And then I just run this. Email is valid. So dream email is, hey Joe, notice that you're hiring for sales. Looks like you're planning to use outbound to gain early ROI traction. Also happy to see that Chipper looks a bit different from all the SaaS companies out there. Refreshing. I'm Saad, reaching out about potential partnerships. I'm gonna quite refreshing. So notice you're hiring for sales. Looks like you're planning to use outbound to gain early ROI traction. Also happy to see that. Okay, that's pretty good. Let me see now. So I don't want to rerun this again. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I will name this dream email. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this to my campaign instantly, which is add lead to campaign. And then I'm going to go and I have a campaign already. So I'm going to show you guys how to build how to create a campaign. Because yesterday we targeted solar companies. Okay. So I'm going to go to add new. My campaign is going to say SaaS. I usually name them as SaaS top men because I'm top men. I'm targeting founders, top men. And then I'm gonna what am I gonna do is I'm gonna go back. So I'm gonna refresh this. SaaS top men lead email is going to be the leads email, the validated email, which is data, which is going to be this one. Email. First name is going to be their first name. Last name. Company name is the cleaned result. And the dream email is this one. In terms of domain, we already have the domain, which is domain. I'm going to add HTTP. Click save. I'm going to name this add leads to cold outreach to campaign. I'm going to save this for you guys. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on run once. So we're validating the email, clean company name, and then we're going to generate a dream email. And then we're going to add in the lead to our campaign. So it looks like we're having some issues with Make HTTP. Is it just lagging? So there's an issue with maybe mails.so is being weird. Let's just run this once. Yeah, okay. So there's maybe sometimes these servers are take a while. So what I'm gonna do, guys, is I will add in for you guys here a which one do I want? Yeah, a break, which is going to be here. And the number of attempts is 3. Intervals, just 10 minutes, just in case. And then automatically complete inclusion. Yes. Okay. So just run this. Directions are going to store incomplete will be, oh yeah, we need to click, make sure you guys click on scenario settings and then allowing storing of incomplete execution, click yes. It's a troubleshoot way. All right. Okay. So mails.so came back. So what are the odds? I'm just going to put in for the limits. I'm just going to put 50. Let's just put 50. Click save. I'm going to run this. So first email, second email, we're adding everything to our instantly campaign. Let me go back to my instantly campaign. If I go analytics, leads, all of this is getting added, right? If I go back to my sequence, and it's going to be personalization. Go back to preview. Hey Joe, notice you're hiring for sales. Looks like you're planning to use outbound to gain early ROI traction. Also happy to see that Chipper looks a little bit different from all the SaaS companies out there. Quite refreshing. I'm going to have to fix SaaS here. I'm Saad, reaching out about a potential partnership opportunity between Shipper and my company, my process. So there you go, guys. You guys can see like the tone that I'm using. It doesn't feel like a cold email, right? It feels like I'm just talking to someone in the coffee shop, right? So this is what I would recommend you guys do. So we are at 17, 23, 18, 19, 19 leads. So there you go. Let's just wait for 50. Go back. Leads. So all of these leads are getting added. Now, what I'm going to do is for the subject line, I think I'm going to use an emoji. I'm just going to use the first name. Idea for outbound. And then I'm going to use, where's the emoji? Is there any emojis here? Variables, more. Yeah, here's the emoji. Oh, they removed the emojis from here? So smiley. And I like this one. Funny. Idea for outbound. If I go back, I'll have everything here. Hey page. Also happy to see that Topanga. So these are company names that are really good, as you guys can see. So if I go back to my test email, I can just test this. And I go back to my email. So here's what the lead would receive, guys. Hey Paige, notice you're hiring for sales. Looks like you're planning to use outbound again. I mean, if I receive this, like this is like a really good email. Paige, idea for outbound with this nice emoji. So there you go, guys. Now all you have to do is basically go to your drive, which is, if I go back again to my drive, all you have to do now is go to your drive, is basically just go to your SaaS leads. And whenever you scrape, you just add in the leads and everything is going to run automatically. There you go, everyone. I hope you had value in this video. I'm going to include all the free resources in the description along with the blueprints and the 7-figure prompts. Just go ahead and replicate the same. Use this for your own company. You can just resell the blueprints that you want or tweak them and sell them completely hands off like I showed you in the past videos. So yeah, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video, which is going to be tomorrow. Cheers.
Free audio post-production by alphonic.com. 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 Alphonic.com.